messy trial. But the one thing they're interested in, the fact that this individual lived through this, is the fact that they can find out what else he knew, what else he was involved in, what else he was involved with, and who else may possibly be connected in the future as all the details from this investigation sift out. And one other thing that I got from the crowd out here, they thought that now is the time to start thinking about that MIT campus police officer who lost his life through all of this, and the transit officer who is now recovering in the hospital. Now that the life-threatening situation for the general public is over, it's time to start thinking about the people who are hurt in this process. Other than that, what we saw out here was a spontaneous parade, a spontaneous outburst of emotion, a gratitude for the people who put their lives at risk, and gratitude that they could finally get out of the house, Greta.
You know, Mike, we've been covering this since it started. I was here Monday. Behind me right now is approximately the finish line of the marathon, and people were they're happy to find out that he'd been taken alive. But the one thing that we have to at least take a moment to do is to think about the enormous amount of goodwill here in this city. When you think about all the people who rushed in to help right at the scene as those bombs exploded, when you think of the medical personnel who saved the lives and who had to deal with the unthinkable, the nurses, the orderlies, the doctors, and then of course you have the entire city looking for these people. You have law enforcement, you have prosecutors, you have police officers. I mean, it's unbelievable how many people really joined in to try to catch this guy and put this horrible nightmare behind them. But of course, for many people, the nightmare's only begun. Their family members are dead. They have to learn how to walk for those who've lost limbs. It's a horrible tragedy. It's happened in this crime and in this city. A lot of evil. But Mike, at least tonight, that nightmare now feels.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, and I think maybe the way it can be summed up as something that happened to me here standing on the street corner. One person who kind of threw an elbow into my ribs watching all of the spontaneous celebration and said, "That's Boston, eh?" So it's kind of interesting to see the way they're all shaking out, the way they look at themselves.
That wasn't funny!